Hello everyone, and welcome to another ship tour roundup.
What a load of ship!
Yes.
Thank you for being a friend. Traveling down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invite everyone to do. You wouldn't need the biggest gift would be for me. And the card and text would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend.
So it's been quite a while since we've been off Arvia, so we're going to have to record ourselves. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about P&O Arvia. We turned up again in the ocean terminal. Absolutely fine with the ocean terminal. It's quite swift always in there.
See it? Like an ocean.
Like an ocean. And then we boarded Arvia. Boarding was swift. We knew the ship kind of anyway, because we'd only just been on Iona a few months before. We roughly knew what to expect this time.
Yeah, we knew exactly where to go to when we got
Yeah.
on, everything like that.
We're keeping you up. So yeah, we knew roughly where everything was. It was just the new parts that we need to go and explore and find. So I think we went straight to the bar. We did. We went straight to the bar because we knew where it was and had a nice drink.
And we didn't have people with us. Which made
Yes. It was just the two of us.
it a lot easier.
I'm
Sorry,
not saying
Bad Jerry, Mum and Dad.
Not saying anything. Yeah. So I prefer this ship over Iona
Why?
because of the extra bits on there. You've got like, well, I know we're probably going to talk about it later, but Sixth Street Diner was one of our favourite restaurants in there. I loved Sixth Street Diner. Well, on Iona, once we found our main dining room we liked, we stayed there. We went to Sixth Street Diner how many times?
3 or 4?
I thought it was more 4 or 5 or 6.
Well, we had quite a few meals. We had breakfast twice. No, breakfast once. Lunch once.
Dinner
And 2 evening meals.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was more than that. Yeah, it was. So, having the mini golf on board was nice.
Lovely. Love a bit of mini golf.
And it's shuffleboard.
Love a bit of shuffleboard. And I was really, really good at shuffleboard.
Yes, you won every time.
It's rubbish.
I know.
And quoits. Yes, I did say quoits.
Where do we go on that? I just found, even though I don't like the layout of them ships, because it's all corridors and windy, I did prefer it
To Iona.
to Iona, yes.
So when the main difference, I think, when you go into Arvia compared to going on to Iona, the central sort of area seems to be a lot more spacious.
Yeah, it's bigger because obviously in Arvia you have the aerial displays, whereas on Iona it's just a photo shoot. It's just a place to sit and drink. And sit and drink in Arvia's atrium we did. I was having a drink still. But
Dr. Pepper.
the difference on they've done their shops and areas a lot better than than Iona did, because it's like on Arvia you had guest services, then you had a very small photo area and then all the shops around the edge. But this one you had good guest services and then straight into the shops, and the photo had a massive big section on the back.
It did.
Which I thought was better.
But you didn't like the shops on this one very much.
No, I don't like shops on P&O at all. This one, the perfume shop had it's got loads of shelves, all filled with exactly the same thing.
Perfume?
No, not perfume. But each brand had only 1 or 2 choices.
Yeah, it was very limited. We didn't know whether it was because we were on almost the end of the Mediterranean season before it went to the Caribbean. So we didn't know whether it was to do with that and price changes ready to go for a higher duty-free element to anything. But it was, when we got on board, the shops were empty.
Yeah, they literally had to restock everything.
So it was either a really busy cruise, the one before, which could have been half term actually, thinking about it. But yeah, it was the shops were pretty sort of
They're pretty
empty.
poor. The only thing I did like is they do a good suntan cream on there.
Yeah, we found a good
And
suntan.
it's just good suntan cream. And they had their logo stuff was better.
They had a designated store, yeah, massive designated store.
That wasn't their designated store on Arvia, on Iona, sorry. Arvia, they had that whole corner, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was almost like a whole store.
Yeah, it was much better products. So that was that. So let's whittle this down a bit. Bars. So we do like the bars on this ship. We spent a lot of time in the Amber Lounge, which is down the atrium.
If it's called that, I can't really remember, but I think it is.
I'm sure it's the Amber Lounge.
I like that big place at the back of the ship, which I believe is called the clubhouse.
Yes, that is the clubhouse. So is it the Horizon Bar at the very, very back? It's when they do DJ every night. It's right after the clubhouse.
Yes.
It's very nice out the back there.
Bit of a DJ.
So during this video, we're probably going to mention Iona a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link our Iona video down in the description below. So that's got a real in-depth version because it's the first time we're on P&O. And we're now going to be comparing the virtue in this
Yeah,
video.
it's more a comparison video.
Yes. So the atrium is lovely. Bars there. I prefer the swimming pools on this one. But do you know what? It's hard to say about that because
we didn't really use the swimming pools on Norwegian Fjord.
No.
Because it was too cold.
And this is a warm holiday and we did a lot more sunbathing and that.
There was more hot tubs on this one,
Yes, they got the extra ones up on the top.
which was really quite useful.
And we did like using the hot tubs, especially on the last day. Funny enough, in the cold weather,
but that's what you do. You swim in the warm weather, hot tub it in the cold to keep yourself hydrated or warm. But anyhow, I haven't been to the bar.
No, not yet. So yeah, but we did have the drinks package. We had the, what's it on this one? The Ultimate Deluxe. The top level drinks
Deluxe
package
one
we
on this
had.
one.
And they literally just changed the packages over.
So it's classic, and then classic's the standard, which is what we had before. Mm-hmm. But then we went for the higher one, the highest one we possibly could.
I would recommend getting a drinks package.
I would, but I would recommend it because we drink spirits. Mm-hmm. So doubles and things like that are included. We drink a lot of cocktails, so a lot of the extra cocktails were included.
And the flavour coffees.
Flavoured coffees are
Larger
included in the
ones.
large one, yeah. And well, they're not included at all on the classic. They're only normal coffee is Starbucks or Costa. Starbucks on a different cruise line. But the flavoured ones, the frappes and things, are only on the extra.
Yes.
thing.
So to get our
perfect
coffees,
for
we
us.
had to get the.
And we
large
like
package.
really random drinks like Dr. Pepper and things like that.
It just meant that we didn't have to watch what we're spending, and if we're on the classic one, only certain drinks were available. Whereas with the ultimate one,
You can have speciality ones in the restaurants
there's
and things
loads
like that.
you
You
could
sort of
have.
want. And wine, I could have a big glass of wine,
yeah,
which
you
was
took
one
advantage of that.
drink, rather than 2 small glasses of wine, which I use 2 of my 15 drinks allowance on every meal. So actually, for us, just being able to have large drinks was worth it.
Yeah.
And it did cost us more than the cruise, but hey ho.
Yeah, that was a funny thing. But we tried to visit almost every. Did we visit every bar on this one this time?
Yeah, I think we did. We were going to do a bar crawl on one day, but we didn't end up
We
doing
didn't
it.
end up doing it. We should have done though. About the sea days we had, we could have done a bar crawl. But yes, I'm going to head up to because we're going kind of back.
Can I just say,
Go on.
Clubhouse, raspberry brulee. If you want a decent drink, the
yes.
raspberry brulee in the Clubhouse. It's the only place I found it, but that was absolutely delicious. It was like drinking a very strong raspberry milkshake kind of Baileys-y kind of drink. Beautiful, yeah. And the espresso martinis by the mixologist guy in the main bar were good as well.
He was amazing.
Mateo. His name wasn't Mateo. But
No, that's what you called him. What was his actual name? I can't remember, but he was very, very good. I'm going back to. I know we keep jumping from bars to pools. Back to pools. The Sky Dome pool, freezing, but set out really well, with the stage at one end, and then you had the ice cream sundae bar and the. What was it called? It's the Taste 360. little bar for your hot dogs and your chicken burgers.
I don't know if it was called Taste 360, I can't remember.
365. Anyway, the pool bar and pool cafe place is really good up there, especially where you've got...
And you can take things out to the pool from there, which is...
Yeah, because we were sunbathing, walked in, got our little tray and walked out again.
And the roof comes off this one.
Yes.
Sky Dome.
Which you would have thought would have made it hotter in there. But the pool is still freezing. The warmest pools are at the back of the pool. At the back of the ship.
Yeah.
Which is very confusing. That's that. I want to move on to food.
Yeah, okay.
So we didn't use the buffet that often. The Horizons?
Yeah. Use the keys quite a bit.
Yeah, used the keys quite a bit. We like that.
Which is like your grab and go kind of windows.
Yes.
And then a roast thing on here compared to a American. I personally think the American's better.
Yeah, I think the American.
However, the roast thing, everyone was there every single day, so they must love it. But for us,
you don't have the American one because you have 6th Street Diner on this one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's why. But the fish and chips,
to die for.
amazing. Go and get their fish and chips from.
I had fish and chips from that.
I know he never has fish and chips.
I don't like fish and chips.
No. Beach House.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that was really good. An extra surcharge, but well worth it. It was like the Mexican-y kind of thing. In the evening, it's part of the Horizon, but in the evening it turns into the beach house. Well worth the supplement. Some great drinks in there, some great food, huge amounts of food. And I think if you pre-booked it, it was about 12 quid. So it wasn't a huge surcharge at all.
No, I loved Beach House. Because the thing is, as well, they use the Horizon, like Joe said, they use the Horizon restaurant for, which is just buffet in the day. They can cut off a bit of it. And I want to kind of compare it to Chef's Table. Because Chef's Table is just the buffet.
Which is the same.
It's in the buffet area, it's just you have the buffet waiters, it's just brought to you, and you have the 6-course meal, which I hated this Chef's Table.
It was free. It's just an alternative on a celebration night.
It was just...
worth doing. Nice food.
But it was pointless. Beach House, 100% do. I loved it in there. I wanted to go back again, which couldn't get in again, but it was beautiful in there. Going down, let's do the free ones now. The rest of the free ones, main buffets, main restaurant was nice.
All right, yeah.
It's a standard main restaurant. They do a nice meal.
4 or 5 items per course to choose from. Always a fish. Always a soup.
But it's just
Meat,
a main
pasta.
dining room,
Yeah.
really. Then go to the Olive Grove. Now, I have an issue with the Olive Grove. You loved it.
I like the Olive Grove. I mean, we had a bit of a funny experience at the Olive Grove because someone...
yes.
It's basically one of the main dining rooms that the Olive Grove was turned into. But we were sat close to another guest who didn't like foreign food, so to go to a Mediterranean restaurant was a bit odd. But she was telling everybody that she didn't agree that the main dining room should have foreign food.
She didn't get the concept of it's technically speciality, but not. Because I love the Olive Grove on Iona because it's a speciality. Well, speciality where it has a certain upcharges for a few more others. You can stop yawning.
It's been a busy week.
Why can't you go?
And we're planning on another trip soon, so
We'll talk about that in a minute. I prefer Olive Grove on Iona because it's got a much better menu. The menu on Arvia, week 2's menu that we had was week 2. I think it was week B's one, was much better than week A's. But I don't think it should be a main dining room. I think they need to put it back to how it was on Iona.
I liked both, but I preferred the ambience when it was a
Yeah, because it was just...
It was a
Here it's just got a little bit of difference to try and make it look Mediterranean, but it was pointless.
And just across from there was the 6th Street Diner.
Oh, I love 6th Street Diner.
So, the best thing about the 6th Street Diner, I'm going to go
Yes.
and get.
I'll talk about it for a little bit because I could put some videos in as well. So 6th Street Diner is a brilliant place. They have a jukebox. It's proper American themed, so they have American breakfast and all that. The menus are lovely. The staff actually dance randomly throughout the meal as well. So songs will come on and the maitre d', is she called, or the host, the person you get booking with, she starts dancing with one of the waiters, and it was fantastic. Johnny, sorry, Nala's just got in Johnny's way, so he can't sit back down again. I've got. Nala, come here. Get out of the way. Give me her. Oh, we got a dog in the way. So one of the fun things that you get at...
No, this is the
you got
dime in the jukebox.
You got a coin, yeah, hang on. Turn it over the other way. Hang on, he's fiddling. So that is... We're still focused on that.
Oh, Capitan!
That's what you have to use for the jukebox. The jukebox constantly plays random music anyway, but you can buy the coins to pop in to select your own tunes. And then also, out of the camera, you have these, which are, you're not glued out the camera at all. Look at him there, look at him, look at him. They are your placemats. You're going to try and show them all. So, they're literally what you put your coats on, but we tried to collect them all. And actually managed to get quite a lot of them near the end of our stay. We'll go into that a bit later. We got them all, did we?
Yeah, the whole set.
The whole set we got. So, it was such a nice restaurant. The ambience in there is amazing. You can sit by the windows and watch the world go, well, the sea go by.
Watch the sea and the top of the lifeboat.
Yeah. But we loved it in there.
Really good. A great addition, in our opinion.
For a free place, and everyone thinks you need to book. You don't. You can just wander up as well.
I'd advise booking if on a busy cruise.
You cannot book breakfast or lunch. That's just turn up at the door. So this note, because they use a virtual queue. Don't like virtual queues on this ship. It's awful to use. But the evenings you use the virtual queue, and the lunchtime and breakfast you just turn up, which is brunch. But love 6th Street Diner. Moving out to the atrium, Keel and Cow.
Ooh.
Now, we didn't plan on going to the Keel and Cow because this is another specialty restaurant.
However,
one night we could not decide where to eat. You saw it in the video. We went main dining room. We went Horizons. We ended up in
like
Keel and Cow.
any.
But the food in the Keel and Cow is superb. It is like a steakhouse type of idea. We had
It is a steakhouse, not a type.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a steakhouse then. So we had a beautiful starter starter.
Just cheese.
Oh yeah, it was
Enough for two.
enough for two.
Even us, who, as you can see, like the food.
I then had the Prime Minister burger, which is their special. Everyone raved about the Prime Minister burger. I can see why. I almost didn't finish it. It was that meaty and beautiful. What did you have?
I think I had brisket, didn't I?
I thought it was lasagna.
No, I had some sort of meat and mash.
Like I say, this is months
I'm sure it's
ago.
brisket and mash.
But you enjoyed that as well. And then we had the sharer platter for dessert, which instead of all the big, in fact it was almost all the dessert menu on a platter, and we thought it would be a tiny little bite of each. Oh no.
It was basically the full dessert.
The full dessert menu on a platter virtually. It was beautiful.
And it worked out cheaper to share that than have a dessert each.
Yes.
So, little tip for you.
Yes, do the sharers, because that's going to save you money, but they are beautiful. There's so much on there.
And the cheese as well, I think. We almost went back and had more.
Yeah, we wanted to go a second night, but we went to it too late. We should have done it in the beginning, really, so we'd gone again. Sindhu. I think Sindhu, because it's an Indian fusion, I honestly think it's a lot of hype. The food is beautiful, the waiters are amazing, but
I loved it.
I knew you loved it. Especially when you figured out that you actually had sauce on your plate and it wasn't the plate design.
I loved it.
It was lovely. I wouldn't go again.
I would.
You would, I know you would. You loved it.
It's a good on a cruise on my own.
He's not going to cruise his own. No, it's not happening.
Just
is there any other restaurants we need to talk about?
no.
I think that's it. And like we said earlier on, the pool bar for food There's always a different hot dog and always a different burger
And
every
a
day.
different pizza.
Oh yeah,
That'd be really quick, because I don't know how they know this, people know this, but they sort of queue ready for the pizza, and then the pizza is gone really quickly, but they don't do enough of the same type of pizza, so then you might be left with a vegetarian or a fish one for like 20 minutes. But they don't replace that one, the one that's sold out. They've got a different flavour. So it's a bit confusing, really. So I went a couple of times because I quite like the sort of place. I like the pizza in that place, to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't really like it in the main buffet. It's definitely not NFC style pizza or Royal Caribbean Sorrento's pizza, but it was very good. And I'm not a big pizza lover anyway, and I'm now talking absolute crap.
Quick tip, going back to 6th Street Diner, they have milkshakes, which aren't on the menu,
That's included.
but are included in the drinks package. So ask for about milkshakes, because they were very good. Finishing off our restaurants, late night buffet.
Here we go again.
Now, if you saw our Iona videos, you know I have a bit of a beef with P&O for... I've got a noisy motorbike. For their late night buffets. Because their late night buffets are too posh. I did have it quite a few times actually on this one. There's more variety on this one I found than Iona, because it was a longer cruise. We had our kebab meat and chips. They have no pizzas for late night buffet. They have no picky food.
They have finger sandwiches and scones and mini pies.
Mini pies? You don't want a mini
cheese
pie?
and biscuits, and they have rice dishes. It's basically a reduced down buffet of everything there. However, what Scott wants after a night drinking is chips, pizza, sausages, hot
And curry
dogs,
sauce.
curry sauce, doner kebab, as he said.
Kebab and chips. But I think with there is they want you to sit in and eat it there in the restaurant. Whereas on other cruise ships we've been on, it's take it back to your room. So it is easy to eat. So they have the cottage pies, they have lasagnas, everything that you would take and eat in that restaurant, because the whole restaurant is still open. Well, that section is open as normal for you to eat at, isn't it? Right, what should we move on to?
Entertainment.
I was thinking entertainment, because the entertainment on this ship was really good, I thought. Apart from one case, which we'll go on to in a minute. Their main theatre shows,
Yep.
they had Greatest Day, which we
Today
loved.
this could be the greatest day of our lives.
Thank you. Loved Greatest Day, and we want to go and see it in West End now, don't we, really? Or if it's touring.
Yeah, it basically is to take that musical.
Yeah, and it is almost the whole show. I think it's shorter of half an hour, isn't it? I don't know, but we don't know. Festival, we watched Festival.
Very, very good.
That was very good. The storyline, there's actually a storyline to that, where some of
That
these...
festival.
But there's a proper flowing storyline, because some of these shows just seem to find there's no flowing storyline, it's a bit random. But it was a love story again, really, wasn't it, in the end? It was lovely.
It's so romantic on
And
this
they
cruise.
had tap dancing wellies in Portaloos,
Yes.
which was funny.
Hilarious.
In the main lounge, headliners, that's what I can figure what it's called then. We had, what was the vocal group?
Vocal Extreme.
Vocal Extreme. Oh my god, if they are ever on your cruise,
Go, go, go.
go and watch them. So on Iona we had the string quartet, which was called
Graffiti Classics.
Graffiti Classics. That was our favourite on there. Vocal Extreme was our favourite on here, because their voices are astounding, and
Extreme.
they performed
Vocally.
so well. We then had, what was the voice woman?
Leanne.
Leanne Mitchell. She was very, very good.
They're very good.
We preferred the second show.
They're very good.
The first show she talked too much for me.
Because we don't like talking too much.
And then we had, what was the guy's name as well? I'm forgetting everyone's name.
Matrix Illusion.
Oh, Matrix Illusion, yes. We had them. They were good. They're very good.
And we
as
had
well.
Jason Keeler.
Jason Keeler, that's the guy I was trying to think of. He was a singer. And then we were kind of let down by Jukebox.
Oh, well, let's just say we weren't kind of let down. P&O were kind of let down by Jukebox.
And I'm guessing it was just the pairing, because Jukebox is a brand, I believe. So they have different people throughout the country and throughout the cruise ship industry performing all over the place. But the 4 they put on our cruise ship weren't very good. They were out of time, they were out of key, and by the sounds of it,
couldn't play a guitar.
Well, that's because they were trying to play ukulele.
But they still couldn't play it.
It
was rubbish.
By the sounds of it, they did one day, all 3 shows.
People walked out.
People walked out and they had hardly anyone left by the end of it.
And we walked out.
We never walk out of shows. I couldn't stay. I had to walk out. As you saw in the video, we just left.
And people followed us.
Yes.
Which wasn't the reason. But actually, when earwigging around the poolside, because they were still on the cruise for the remainder of the cruise, they'd only just been put together as well, and they were very vocal of blaming other members of the group as well, which was really good to hear.
No. But for the next cruise, there was Jukebox, new load of people, and they apparently were amazing. So, yeah.
We'll have to go on another cruise and hope that a different Jukebox is on there.
Maybe. We're going to go to the clubhouse for the comedian.
Oh, what was
Jack?
his name?
Was his name? I can't remember his surname, but Jack is one of P&O's leading comedians.
Jack was his name.
And we can see why. He was hysterical. He didn't pick on you, because apparently there was a comedian the week before and he was picking on people. Where Jack would make a comment or a joke and then move on. He wouldn't go in hard.
He wasn't an insult comic.
No, he threw some insults in there.
But in general.
Like, there was one about Slim and Wilds and diets, and he's going, I don't know why I'm talking to you, love, because you obviously love your food. And then just carried on and then moved on. And so the joke was there and it was gone. It was brilliant. So we hadn't seen him twice, didn't we?
Mm.
We loved him.
We were going to go and see him on the late one.
Oh yeah, but it was like 12:30 at night, wasn't it?
But people said that was amazing, but it's
very
past my bedtime.
Very blue. We had an Adele tribute. She was very good. We only got to catch a bit of her show because she was on a night where it was all mixed in. She was very good. In general,
Do It Like Do It?
Do It Like Do It. The travelling shows for them are very good, high quality. Always go and see them. We had the Atrium people, Acrobatics.
Yeah, they were really good.
We tried to catch them every single night they were on because I thought it was very, very good and very good use of the space as well.
Basically, acrobatics coming down from the ceiling in the middle of the atrium, whereas they usually have it on as part of the show in the Sky Dome.
Yeah, because the Sky Dome in Iona, they have the acrobatics, but this Sky Dome, they do a proper show. X.
They do a lot of shows.
Yes, X was an amazing show. It was wacky.
Was that the Blue Man?
That was a
on
great
acid?
Green Man
Yeah.
group. Yeah. Oh, that was a great show. That was.
Yeah, that was really good.
We did enjoy that. It was, again, we said the Sky Dome isn't the best place for singers because the acoustics aren't amazing in there. But all the shows were very good in there. It's better set up for seating in there. You're just going to keep yawning all the show. Right, I think we're going to round this video up, shall we? We're going to do our scores on the doors.
Hang on, let's just tell them about issues on board.
Okay, issues. We had one major issue while we were on board, and that was with Celebration Night, which was the second time it was on. The first time we went to Chef's Table, which you would have thought was going to be more upper class. But all we wore some nice shirts and some trousers, and it was absolutely fine. But the second time we did Celebration Night, where did we go?
The main dining room.
And there was an issue. So when we got there, we were in shirts and trousers again,
And shoes.
and shoes.
Proper shoes.
And we were smartly dressed. It wasn't like we were scruffy. We got sat. We got given menus. We got waters poured
And wine order taken.
and an order taken. Then we got told we weren't properly dressed and we had to leave. What's going on, eh? So at every table around us, we said, well, you've sat us. We're here. We're smart. What is the issue? You're not properly dressed. They could not tell us why we weren't properly dressed. They just kept saying we weren't properly dressed.
So, in the end, they did agree that we could stay. However, we felt so uncomfortable and so made to feel
It was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed.
that we did decide to leave. We have raised this as a complaint with P&O. After Onboard on the ship, they dealt with it the best they possibly could. However, conflicting information on board the ship regarding dress code was made very unclear, where we have provided P&O with evidence of them laughing at the circumstance, stating that it's quite clear what is required during formal nights for men and what is required for women during formal nights.
So on the ship, they dealt with it. First of all, they dealt with it awfully because we complained at the desk, we complained at guest services, and then we got back to the room to get changed because I just couldn't stay in my smart anymore. I was so annoyed. So the head waiter phoned up the room and said, "Come on back. It's just fine. Come on back." That's not the right response. So we said no, and we put a complaint in with guest services, which then got followed up the next day. And we had the head of
Restaurants.
Well, he was the head of 6th Street Diner.
No, the head of restaurants rang me.
Oh yeah, the head of restaurants rang you and said he'd meet us later. And we said, well, we're in 6th Street Diner later. He said, okay, I'll go and meet you. But he sent his second in command, didn't he, to talk to us in the end, who was in charge of 6th Street Diner. He was a lovely chap, but still couldn't tell us what was wrong.
And also why the other guy who said he was going to meet us didn't.
Yeah, apparently he was busy. Well, you've organised to meet somebody, don't be busy.
Complaining about your area.
Yes. Which is how we then got treated like royalty that night, which is how we got the cards, because we mentioned we liked them, and we got a few tokens as well. The ship dealt with it as best they felt they could. We didn't feel they dealt with it well enough, which is why we then came back home and the complaint went in to P&O.
Yeah, so we're not against dress code. We're not.
No.
You know, it was the way it was dealt with. Okay, so when we got home, we did log it with P&O. We had numerous emails bouncing back and forth with P&O asking for clarification on what is required for male and female for celebration night and for black tie night.
Because one of our issues was that we got seated. If there's been a dress code, we're not against dress codes. If there's a dress code, tell us at the door and send us away. If that had happened, we'd be in a totally different situation.
Because we understand this dress code. However, they cannot provide us with any information regarding the dress code. They've sent us numerous emails saying that it states on the website that you have to wear a shirt and tie and you have to wear a jacket. I've asked for clarification where that is. They've sent back the normal blur with it written underneath saying you must wear a jacket. Then I've sent one back saying, can you clarify? It's bouncing to and from. P&O, you just need to be clear because people go on holiday and they don't necessarily take a tie or a jacket if it's not detailed on the website that you need that to be able to eat in the restaurants.
If you want us to wear
clear.
Yeah, if you want us to wear a tux, say celebration night, you have to wear a tux. But the policy beforehand was you had to wear shirt, jackets and all that. Beginning of 2022, they changed this policy. No, 2023 they changed the policy. So while we were on our own, it was all changing. And it was if you like. Now they're back to enforcing it again. Why? This is what we want to know. But that was that. And actually that's probably the only issue we had.
Yeah, apart from that, lovely ship. I haven't got an issue with P&O cruises or P&O at all. I love the itinerary, love the cruise ship. I find it easy to navigate. Scott's bugbears, I think, were mainly over the booking of...
The hardware in the shops. The fact you have to virtual queue everything and is so annoying. The fact that simple things that other cruise ships do, they don't.
Like
interactive display boards. Like having what you've got for the day on your TV properly.
Did they not have that you could go up to the boards and...
No. You
I
couldn't
thought
tap
there
on
was
the boards.
interactive boards.
For your deck plans, you could see where to go for
I thought
things.
they were interactive on other
But
stuff.
like if you wanted to see what was on, they had display boards saying what was on, but then if you wanted to see something, you had to wait for it to come back around again. On your TV, to have the daily compass, they don't have that on the TV either.
But we did find that they do have all the entertainment listed for the entire week, which is really helpful.
Yes. And the app is... Actually, get an app, P&O. Get an app! Not just that silly website. Yeah, but that's it. And the perfume shop. Don't like their perfume shop.
But I don't go on holiday to shop.
Even though we spent every night in the shopping area.
Yeah, but only browsing.
Right, so rating system. Let's rate. We're going to do food 2 different areas, I've decided. Maybe 3 different areas.
Because we've got loads of time on this video.
No, 2 different areas. Complimentary dining.
Okay.
I give it a 8.5, and that is because of 6th Street Diner.
I give it a 8.
Okay.
And that is 100% to do with the... I've lost the track. I give it an 8. The reason for that is 6th Street Diner, Olive Grove and the Keys.
Nice.
Main dining room I would probably give a 6.
Yes.
And Horizons I'd probably only give about a 5.
Okay.
But because of Beach House being included as...
So, speciality, and I'm basing this on Beach House, Keel and Cow and Sindhu. So the 3 we did. Okay, I'm giving them a 9.
I'm giving them a 9. If not a 9.5.
And that is only purely
That's really
because
good for me.
of Keel and Cow and Beach House to me.
No, mine, I had a good experience on all 3.
They were a good experience on all 3, but them 2 stood out for me because I would go back to either of them again.
I go back to all 3. And I will be on my next cruise solo.
Because I don't think there was any actually of the Glass House, which we didn't go to. What was the other specialities? Can't remember. Maybe do another time.
Oh, that, the funny veg, the one that serves a lot of funny food, the,
Teppanyaki?
no, vegetarian.
Oh, yes! Oh, I totally forgot about that. They have vegan vegetarian place. Oh, and that's where the sushi bar was. In the back of that. Yeah, we didn't go there. And
He likes his meat too much.
and that's enough of that. We're going to go on to entertainment. Split into 2 again. We're going to do headliners, and then we're going to do outside headliners. So which would be the
rest of the boat.
Sky Dome and the... Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But headliners are going to include Clubhouse.
the dog's in my
Headliners and Clubhouse, and then outside of them
Oh, headliners and clubhouse.
Headliners and Clubhouse, which I'm going to give a 9. Because they're very... No, actually no, 8.5 because you could let them down. 8.5 again.
See, that to me is the...
Would that take it down to an 8 for you?
So, I personally think that if it wasn't for Vocal Extreme, it would be around a 7 for the entertainment.
Okay, it might be.
Vocal Extreme probably on their own were worth a 9.
Yes, Focus Stream are 9 on their own. So yeah, my vote's vote on that and Greatest Day. Everything else it would be lower if them two things went on there. So what are you actually overall giving your score then?
Just told you. A 7 overall.
7. Okay. And that includes Jack as well. That includes Jack as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I did love it.
Sky Dome and Atrium, I'm going to give them a 7.5.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Mainly because, again, acoustics.
I for one of the shows, X, I'd probably give them a 9.
X is brilliant.
But
Their
the rest,
space show, there's not really a storyline. Their other show was good singing, the acoustics were rubbish. They used the pool and everything in that one. But still, yeah.
I'm just going to say something on that.
Go on then.
My opinion on that is there was one entertainer who, when we went to watch one of the shows, we were sat very close to Vocal Extreme, and one of the entertainers just played the whole show to Vocal Extreme.
Yeah.
And for us, that was
No, you played to the
not
whole
right.
audience.
And that sort of dampened my experience of the Sky Dome. But then maybe we shouldn't have sat next to Vocal Extreme.
Maybe. But that was also included in the Atrium show. The Atrium girls were brilliant.
Amazing.
I must say, they were very, very good. And it was a good little bonus show because there was so much entertainment all over the place. Because you obviously had the flamenco dance as well. Totally forgot about them.
And we
the
had
pianist.
Club
710.
710 Club.
We haven't spoke about this. I'm going to quickly put it in here. Unfortunately, for most of our cruise, 710 Club couldn't happen because the 710 Club people were ill for almost half the cruise.
Oh, we went.
We went to see him once.
No,
Once.
we went once. We were due to go again, but we didn't
Yeah,
go
we didn't
because
go back.
other people hadn't managed because they were off for like
Yes.
10 nights.
So we thought we'd give them all a chance. Staff 7.
On the whole, I would say about an 8. However, the lady in the restaurant, on the bad occasion, caused me to drop a few points, but I wouldn't hold that against P&O because it was just, you know, she just needs training and things like that.
So the cruise as a whole, I'm going to give it an 8 because I love the itinerary. It's a lovely ship and it was just nice.
Cruise on the whole for me is probably 9. Love the itinerary, love the open spaces, love the fact that there was loads to do on board. Yeah, happy as Larry on as the cruise.
Beautiful. So that is, I think, the end of our cruise. Random, do you want to add anything else? We're probably getting on to an hour again now, aren't we?
Not when you cut it.
So, we hope you have enjoyed this little roundup. If you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think if you have been on Arvia as well. But that's it from this cruise.
Because...
Oh, yes, we haven't said what we're doing next, have we? While we're recording this, we recorded this in January, beginning of January. And when this video actually goes out, we would have just got back from, if you can read the hat, Walt Disney World. Disney! When we're recording this, we're going on Monday. When it comes out, we've already just come back. So very soon we're going to have our Walt Disney World series where we are DVC members, so we'll give you all the inside scoop of that.
And we've got some extra special things as well.
We have, but that's more of that, so you have to tune in to our Walt Disney World series for that. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I think that's it now from us. Thanks for watching. Safe travels.
Thank you for being a friend.
Bye.